Jmix here, and I want all my YouTube subs and viewers to know that on September 16th, legendary West Coast hip-hop artist Big Deee has released his long-awaited solo album, T3C, The Third Coming. From track 1 to the outro on track 18, this album is a verified banger. It also has some surprise guests such as Snoop Dogg, DJ Quick, Prodigy, Exhibit, Cocaine, The Outlaws, Superfly, and Goldie Lowe. You can get your copy today by going to Amazon.com and searching Big Deee, The Third Coming, or T3C, or you can check it out on iTunes. The link is going to be down in the subscription. I want all my YouTube subs to support that real West Coast sound with Big Dee's The Third Coming. It's out now, folks, so get your copy today. So without any further ado, here's my third installment with the big homie, Big Deee.
This is a Jmix exclusive.
No doubt. And speaking of House of Blues, how crazy was that show?
Man, I don't know. I don't know if he had just. I think he was just recently home. When we did that show, I think he had just recently touched down because he was still wild with the shirt off, with the Outlaws running behind him, and they doing their thing. They was young teenagers, wild. Shout out to the Outlaws, man. I got made love there. Just did a song and a video with Young Noble and Easy to Don for my album called Dirty Outlaws with the Dirty OGs. So it's like, man, it was a wonderful experience for me because I was like, man, but he wasn't even. You got to understand, he wasn't the legend then that he is now, but he was still legendary. His temperament. The way he pushed. You know what I'm saying? His persona. It was there then, but he hadn't dropped the all eyes on me. Hadn't went to where it went to at that time. It wasn't there yet. So, it was like, he was just like the homie, man. And then, to see him in his element, having a ball, back on the streets, you know what I'm saying, feeling like the world was his, you know what I'm saying, which it was at that time, I mean, it was, it was a beautiful thing, man. It was a beautiful thing, man.
I want to ask you a little bit about Jake Robles.
Ask me about who?
Jake Robles?
Oh, yeah, man, Big Jake.
Not a lot has been spoken about him as the person. You knew him, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's your fondest memory of him, and do you feel that his shooting is what sparked the East versus West Coast beef?
Damn. Well, my fondest memory of him is that he was just a good dude, man. Every time I seen him, he always had the same laid back, calm demeanor. You know what I'm saying? It could be 50 Bloods, or it can be him by himself. And he's the same person, you know what I'm saying? Never extra out, you know what I'm saying? But, always firm and solid. I met him, during the whole experience with Death Row. So I had known him previously. I had known a couple of other guys who worked with Suge prior to that. But I had met him then, and he was just a cool guy, man. You know what I'm saying? I knew Mossberg. Mossberg was one of his little homies, and he was a solid dude, man. I give him a lot of props just for being a solid dude, man. And I never caught him on no BS. But as far as that sparking the East-West beef, it was just so much going on right then, man. And, you know, the struggle for power, and you know, the desire to be, you know, that main, you know, cat on the scene, shining and, you know, doing your thing, man. That's, you know, that's something that plagues, you know, hip hop, man, and, you know, plagues people in general. So I wouldn't necessarily attribute that whole that one incident to the whole war, but you know, I'm sure that it had something to do with it. You know, I'm sure that it had something to do with the intensity of which it played out.
This is a Jmix exclusive.
What up, shut up?